Hey everybody, Matt Brown here from Matt Brown's Guitar Studio in Chicago and the band Dead Parade. We're doing more Alice in Chains this time around. This is Don't Follow from the Jar of Flies EP. So a nice finger picking, strum along kind of folk song. So like all of our Alice in Chains songs, we are tuned down every string a half step. No drop D, just everything down a half step. So I'm gonna go through all of the parts like I always do in order. This one's got basically just 3 parts to it, so it's pretty simple. All right, so the chords that we have for the, like the intro and the verses. First off, we have a D, and then what he's gonna do is he's gonna change the bass note of the chord to an F sharp, low F sharp. So we're fretting the bass note 2nd fret here with the thumb for that chord. Next chord we have is it's a G6 chord without the 3rd. So this one we've got 3, muted 5th string, open 4th, open 3rd. Then we have our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then our high E. And then our next chord is an A7, and I'm fretting it with fingers 1 and 2 instead of 2 and 3 like this, and you'll see why here in a second. Alright, so the arpeggio that we're playing here, I'll just go through and break this down a beat at a time. So this is a 16th note slow pattern. So there, out of our D chord, we have 4, 2, 3, 4. Alright, the next beat we have, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this is where we're putting the thumb over to get a new bass note, and we're gonna go 6, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Beat 4 is the same as beat 2. We're gonna do kind of like this backwards descending thing. String 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that takes care of the first measure. I'll play it slowly. Cool. Alright, now we're switching to our G6 chord. So what we have here is 6, 4, 3, 4 for beat 1. And then kind of like the other measure, we're going to do this reverse arpeggio. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice airy kind of sound. Alright, the next beat's kind of tricky. We're going to do the bass note of the 5th string, and then we're going to do a pull off from fingers 3 to 2 on your 2nd string. Whoops, not like that, like this. Just getting those 2 notes. And then we're going to form the rest of our A7 chord. So it's, so pull off 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do this whole measure slow and then the full 2-bar part slow. Alright, now the whole thing slow. Alright, so the next part that comes up in this song is right after the vocal part goes, say goodbye, don't follow. We have kind of like, I don't know, you'd say it's just kind of a change up in the part, really, sort of a little interlude. So here, chord-wise, what we're doing, the first measure, a big rock G5 chord. So this is 3 on your 6th string, muted 5th string, open, open, 3, 3. And then we're going to do our same A7 chord with a little pull-off dealy in the next measure. So here is this part. I'm going to put it on with the metronome and play it for you. Alright, so it goes back into that part. So I'm going to break this down like I did the other sections string-wise with the arpeggios. So with the G5 chord we have 6, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do the descending arpeggio, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That just repeats then. So this full measure. Alright, now we're going to do the A7 pull-off thing. Then the arpeggio that we do that repeats is 5, 2, 3, 4. So that repeats 3 times. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. Then back to your first riff. So this whole part I'll play it slowly. Alright, next up we have our, I'm going to explain the second section of this song, which is a faster section. We go up to about 72 BPMs, and we're going to start with the A7 chord. So we have just A7 and D sus2 for this next part. Alright, so kind of a Spanish sounding part here. Just an A7 chord, D sus2 in a regular D. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play this rhythm slowly for the first measure here a few times, and hopefully you'll get it with A7. So. Alright, again. Do the next measure now slowly. Again. Once more. So, you know, kind of a complicated rhythm, syncopation wise. So for me, mastering these kinds of rhythms, what really helps is just being able to sing it in my head, like da 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 da. And if I have that memorized and I can, you know, audiate that and sing that back, usually I've got it. So that's really all of the riffs to this one. You know, just ends with kind of some strum chords and some cool production effects at the end of the song. So. I am Matt Brown. If you'd like my transcription of this song, just get in touch as usual. Emails on the screen, or if you'd like access to all of my transcriptions, you can become a Patreon member for $5 a month. So maybe think about that. I'd appreciate it. Alright everybody, thanks a lot for watching. I've got plenty more coming. Stay tuned.